It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Welcome to 2K Sports, everybody. Thanks for joining us. Ernie Johnson, Shaquille O'Neal, and Kenny the Jet Smith. For tonight's game, we'll be watching the Detroit Pistons as they go up against the Orlando Magic at Amway Center. We've seen a lot of quality basketball from this Magic team lately. They've made it through their first 10 games with just one loss. It's hard to argue with anything they've done so far. It's been that impressive a start to the season for them. Now, if you want to see a stat sheet stuffer, you're going to want to keep your eyes on Freak in this one. He's been putting up a number of double-doubles in this recent outing, Shaq.
You know, Freak knows that he can do more than just be a
We are live from Amway Center for an Eastern Conference contest with the Magic in Orlando. And as we start the weekend here on this Friday night, 2K Sports welcoming you to NBA basketball. This is Kevin Harlan with Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. First game of this trip here for the Pistons. They're hoping to start it off with a W. These guys facing good ball clubs and will continue to over the upcoming stretch of games. Even more critical to notch a win in this one.
And right now for the Pistons, they've fallen all too quickly down to that spot at the bottom of the standings. If any team needed a bright start, it was them.
You're so right. I mean, some of the league's better teams can overcome a bumpy start and make a big push, but this team, not one of them.
And a look at the starters for the Pistons. We've got Aaron Baines, Jennings out there with McLemore. Then it's Ilyasova, and it's Johnson in at the small forward. Just 5 to shoot. Jennings drives in. Orlando grabs the miss. First chance of the season for them to go up against this Pistons team.
And on paper, you call them the better team, but they actually lost the season series against this group a year ago.
Yeah, it was a surprising outcome for me and you. But hey, sometimes matchups can play out a certain way. We'll see how they do tonight.
Orlando on D. Their last game, a win against Boston, looking to carry it into this one.
And the way they attacked the basket in that game was unreal. I mean, after a while, the defenders seemed to just wave the white flag.
Yeah, like you said, I mean, that's what will happen when a team continues to attack the basket and come away with layups. The defense tends to get demoralized and deflated.
And so it's the Pistons getting on the board first. Here's Houdini. And Harris wide open. He shoots. That 3 off the mark. For Detroit, they've gone 1 of 3 for the field to start this one so far. Outside Jennings. Ilyasova sets a screen for Jennings. Johnson wide open. He fires. That falls. Great assist by Brandon Jennings.
A good open look, and he splashes home the 3.
They really want to find that igniter here.
Yeah, that's right. Kevin, the offense has basically been running in place.
They got to get going. The Magic shooting their initial free throws of the game right here. That free throw good from Houdini. So he gets them both.
And at the line, it's all about consistency with him. His routine, his stroke, it never wavers.
Jennings with the ball. He had 16 points in the win against the Clippers. To the left wing. Here's McLemore. The second chance effort. And the layup is good. Baines has got his first points in this one.
Just lazy defense on the glass there.
Well, nobody boxed out. Nobody put a body on anybody else. Things like that not only drive the coach crazy, that stuff gets under my skin.
And here in the first, approaching 3 minutes played. That's tipped. Jumps up. And then Oladipo with the jam.
Easy to see who's going to win that race.
Yeah, early offense is often easy offense. Excellent work that time.
That was a nice replay brought to you by Kia. Jennings kicks to Baines. Johnson the screen. Baines passes to Ilyasova. And there's Jennings. That's good on the assist by Ilyasova.
They are really doing a nice job establishing a presence inside early.
And watch, Clark, how the game plays out, because this is going to open things up on the perimeter.
Now, here's Oladipo. Right now averaging about 5 points a game.
And he found a perfect spot behind the arc there. Big gap in the D.
Outside Jennings. Right wing. Releases. Again, the Pistons good for 2. And we're just over 3.5 minutes into the first quarter. Here's Houdini. Feeds to Vucevic. And a big bounce off the rim, but it sinks right in.
And that assist got him a little nod from his teammate after that one.
Outside Jennings. And up the court come the Magic on the break. Hammers it home to polish off the break.
And really, he epitomizes what a point guard should be. I mean, his skill as a passer might actually be matched by that creativity he shows around the rim.
Well, judging by that jam, Greg, I'd say you're absolutely right.
Boy, that's a nice surge for them just when they
can't guard us on the perimeter. Spread the floor and isolate up top. Spacing, fellas. Spacing.
For the Pistons, Marcus Morris comes in for Aaron Baines, and it's Jody Meeks in for Ben Maxwell. The Pistons trailing. A moment to check in with Doris Burke. Doris?
Thank you, Kevin. A bit ago, Stan Van Gundy and I were able to chat. Doing a good job staying tight on their perimeter shooters is something that he wants his guys to focus on. He knows how much this team can hurt you if you give them too much room on the perimeter, and they're determined not to let that happen in this one, gentlemen.
Thank you, Doris. Devising a strategy, Clark, to take away that three-point shot.
Yeah, I think it's an important part of your defensive game plan because teams nowadays are just too good to not defend them from behind the three-point line.
So it's Orlando now after the basket by Detroit. Gordon with a screen on Jennings. Vucevic dishes to Harris. Just 4 to shoot. Houdini. Second chance shot. And it's Vucevic missing.
That's terrific defense right there to prevent from converting in close.
It's Jennings with the drive. That's in there. Johnson with the assist.
The entire defense was frozen-footed. Nobody picked up the shooter, Kevin.
Orlando's gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. And Morris comes over to help. Houdini passes to Gordon. Some nice ball movement by the Magic. Harris outside. From 12 feet out. Can't get it to go. Good work defensively by Morris. The Pistons have gotten 7 of their first 10 attempts to fall so far. Excellent pace to their offense. Jennings drives in. First shot, first basket. He's out of the blocks fast.
And he is the ultimate when it comes to being a floor leader on the offensive end.
Yeah, you know, he's got a little bit of Greg Anthony in him, and he has been that leader today. I think he's done a really nice job of moving the ball and distributing it the way it needs to be done.
Well, Clark, I'm glad you referenced specifically why you thought he had a little Greg Anthony. I thought you were talking about the knees, my man. he looked a little hobbled out there for a moment.
Well, it's a big bonus when you get effective outside shooting from your big men like these guys over the past 10 games. You take a look at Ilyasova. He's absolutely deadly from outside.
Well, he has such for a player at any position. Forget about just among the big men.
Yeah, and that makes him one of the more challenging matchups that any defense is going to face. I mean, who do you put on him? A perimeter defender or a low post guy? It's really a conundrum.
Catching up on the changes for Orlando. Smith checked in for Vucevic. Johnson comes in for Aaron Gordon. Hezonja, he's checked in for Harris. And it's Payne in for Victor Oladipo. And let's take a moment, guys, to get your take on the scoring so far for the Pistons.
They've been making some really nice passes out there. Excellent passing. That could set the tone for the rest of the game.
And also, it's been a positive to watch that they've attacked the paint offensively as well. It's really been about the balance that they've shown.
The first free throw is good. And he can't hit the second. Detroit leading by 3. Here's Meeks. Right through the D for the layup. Meeks got his first points of the game.
And that's the kind of lead pass we've come to expect from him.
Here's Houdini. He feeds it to Payne. Passes it to Hezonja. Johnson the screen. And Hezonja gets it to go. Hezonja's got his first 2 points of the night.
And those are two teammates right there working in rhythm. One setting the screen and the other using it to get that separation.
So it's Detroit now. Back to Morris. There's the triple. The rebound by Johnson. The Magic trail by 3. Here's Houdini. 37 points in the win against Boston.
And defensively, guys, he was just all over the place, forcing turnovers and applying terrific ball pressure.
He's made 3 of his 4 free throw attempts in the game.
And, you know, guys, he had a big game at the free throw line in their last outing.
As a matter of fact, a lot of his points came from the stripe. He was feeling it. Guys, I don't think there's any doubt that the work he's put in practicing free throw shooting has paid off. I mean, he's made nice strides in getting those shooting percentage numbers up.
So it's Detroit now. The 15-footer. And the shot no good, a bit short.
And good defense there to play up and get a hand in the face.
Well, he's got a tough mindset. He's confident as a defender. And when you combine those two things, it makes it real hard to score on him.
It's like everybody is in a rhythm right now. Incredible stuff here early on.
Both teams playing downhill. You know, coaches say that all the time. You want to play downhill. Well, at some point you think somebody's got to cool off in this one, right?
Morris a screen. Here's Wilkes. And it's going to be 2 free.
And you don't ever want to get into the habit of letting the offense get to the rim.
Yeah, I couldn't agree with you more. I mean, that's the message they were sending with that foul. Nothing easy inside.
Detroit shooting their first free throws tonight. The first trip to the stripe in this one. And the first one at the line is good. Alfred Payton, he's checked in for Houdini. Magic leading by 6. Oladipo and Harris are the wings. Gordon and Vucevic together in the post. And it's Houdini at the 1. That's who's out there for Orlando.
And you can see he just caught a glimpse of the open man on the perimeter and immediately got him the basketball.
And keeping us updated from the sideline, let's swing it over to Doris Burke for an update. Hi, Doris.
Well, Kev, Freak in the last matchup against the Celtics got down to business. He had 37 points, and he was his usual self on the defensive end, providing a bunch of steals. What a show it was as he put up some really amazing numbers when it was all said and done. Even we marveled at his performance, Kevin.
Thanks, Doris, for revisiting what was an astounding performance.
Yeah, that's certainly one that we'll be talking about here for a long time.
I'd say it would make it to his greatest hit spot. No doubt about it.
It's 3-on-3 on the fast break. Outside Jennings. Pistons passing it around. McLemore, no good. Orlando's gone 3 of 4 from long range in the game. Here's Houdini. Not wasting any time and taking the shot and knocking it down. Houdini's got the lead up to 9 now for the Magic. Clark, they've been looking out of sync offensively.
You know what? A basket here would do a lot for their confidence.
The open shot by Johnson. No good. And Orlando the other way now.
And as far as jump shots go, that's what you have to continue to try and get.
I don't know how that one stayed out.
A steal. And Baines kicks to McLemore. The dish to Jennings. Johnson in the corner. In the corner, it's McLemore. 6 on the shot clock. Johnson outside. And it goes out of bounds. That one off Harris.
Let's take a look at the numbers for Houdini. Over the last month, he has been spectacular. He's averaging 30 points, over 3.5 steals, and 7 assists. He has been terrific throughout, putting up some huge numbers offensively.
Yeah, you know, you just plug him in. He's a flat-out scoring machine. When you plug him up, let him go.
Detroit making a switch here. Meeks is checked in. Pistons trail by 6. There's the pass to McLemore. The shot's good on the assist by Jennings. Jennings has got 6 assists in the game.
You can't afford to get him that kind of a look.
Well, you know, he came off a good screen, but still, as a defender, you've got to do a better job of fighting over and through that.
And we'll take a look here at a very skilled bunch of point guards at the stripe. Look at the numbers they've put up over the last 10 games. Freak is second.
They are as reliable at the free throw line as you're going to find in this league. And that's something we've come to expect from the point guard position.
Yeah, typically you're going to find your best free throw shooters at that point guard spot. But it doesn't happen automatically. I mean, these fellas are consistently working and practicing to keep that percentage as high as it is.
Here's McLemore. The Magic getting the bucket. And out of bounds is the Magic will gain possession.
All right, a chance here to look at the stats for Jennings. He's one of the standouts over the last month. 9th in assists. And he's among the top 20 players in three-point field goal percentage. He has been locked and loaded from beyond.
And, you know, his floor awareness, undeniable. You know, as you pointed out, he's great at drawing the defense and then making the perfect pass in stride.
And good on the basket. Hook it.
You know, that's been a big part of their offense in the early stages. I mean, their success working the ball inside and getting points from close range, right at the rim.
And, Clark, they might as well keep doing it. I mean, attack the basket until the defense makes an adjustment.
Here's Meeks after the made shot from Victor Oladipo. And Meeks kicks to McLemore. Shot from 16. Rebounded by Vucevic. Magic leading by 7. Here's Houdini. Oladipo outside. There's the basket and make it a double-digit lead. Oladipo's got 13 points.
That's the kind of D that you're not going to find success with, guys. They've got to get a hand in the face.
Morris dishes to Jennings. Morris kicks to Meeks. Morris passes to Meeks. There's Jennings with the three. Up and in for the basket. Number 4. That makes him 4 for 5 now.
The defense a step slow, and you can see the results.
Greg, that's 3 in a row from out there now, so they've got to do a better job contesting.
And here we go. McLemore.
Forget about going for the long-range bomb to cut into that lead. Just take it to the hoop, my friend. Take it to the hoop.
And how, Clark. Brilliant throwdown.
Just exerting his authority on that play.
A nice pick right there to get him right to the rack.
Tell you what, he's going to put that one in his scrapbook. Absolutely insane with that dunk.
Well, now they're starting to rub it in. They have to build up a lead, and here we go, folks. It's showtime.
That was a Kodak moment right there. The more plays they make like that, the more they'll have these guys on the ropes.
Oh, and there's the alley-oop.
No doubt that is within his range.
Well, I would hope so. He's a pro, and it was only a 1-footer. Come on now.
Pistons trail by 9. Morris a screen. Jennings kicks to Morris. No good from outside. Orlando's gone 4-6 from outside the arc tonight. Here's Houdini. And there's the feed to Vucevic. Dishes it to Harris. Pass to Houdini. Jennings with the steal. Fast break Detroit. Meeks leading the charge. And he was fouled in the act of shooting. And we've reached halftime in this one. Magic lead by 7. And now we'll send it down to Doris Burke, who's standing by courtside.
Well, guys, with Nick here, what was the difference in how this team played as the first half progressed?
We toughened up a little bit. They were getting a lot of easy points, a lot of points around the paint, around the basket, and we just started playing more aggressive, playing hard on defensive end, and that got us going offensively too. So we just got to keep doing that, play hard, and should be fine.
Well done, Nick. We appreciate it. Guys, over to you.
Thank you, Doris, for that interview, and we'll see you back here after the break for the third quarter of basketball.
Okay.
Now the second half about to start up and begin any moment. Victor Oladipo really making a difference here.
Yeah, created a lot of quality shots for himself in that first half, and he knew when to pass it up when the double team came.
And that led to a very high points per shot number for him. For those of you that are into analytics, that stat really tells how efficient a player has been, and he's been very efficient so far.
Checking out the group for Stan Van Gundy to start the second half. They've got Jennings. Aaron Baines out there with Ilyasova. Then it's Ben McLemore. And it's Johnson in at the 3, the small forward. And he gets it to go.
I mean, already hot coming into the game. Is it fair to say he's hotter?
Pistons trail by 9. The drive by Jennings, and the layup's good off the glass. Jennings has got 12 points in the game.
Hard to get that one off with the size difference there. That makes it a tough individual matchup for him, especially down low.
Well, took on the big guys going in there and challenging them like he did. But, boy, that was a nice job.
For Orlando, they have been good at the free throw line in this one, 7 of 8.
And they've had really good numbers all season from the free throw line.
And comparing to the numbers of last season, they've made a bit of improvement. So that's some positive momentum they can look to build on.
And good on the second, so he makes them both. Detroit's gone 5 of 9 when they put up the three-point shot tonight. To the inside, and stolen by Harris. Passes it to Houdini. Picked by Vucevic. Terrific design on the pick play, and he lays it in. Vucevic has got 6.
Getting the half off to a good start here already with some penetration.
And it's time for an injury report.
Thanks, Kevin. I just talked with the Pistons head athletic trainer. At this point, he's saying that it looks like a level 1 twisted ankle. Losing a player like him is a big blow to this team who lean on him to do so much. Someone else will have to step up, Kevin.
All right, Doris, and hopefully everything works out for him.
You know, pro trainers have so much available to them at their disposal. If it's nothing serious, he'll be back.
Over to the left wing. Just 5 to shoot. The Magic need to get a shot off here. No good from Houdini. Pistons trail by 11. The drive by Jennings. Excellent D that time from Houdini.
Boy, he blew the easy 2 by profiling. Trying to look good. That's a bad decision and poor execution.
Gordon with a screen on Johnson. Houdini passes to Gordon. Vucevic, and 2 free throws coming up as he misses that one. Drawing the whistle and a lot of contact there.
Yeah, easy call.
Yeah, you can hear the smack all the way over here where we are.
For Orlando, they have gone 9 of 10 from the line, so making the most of their chances. And he makes the first. Marcus Morris is checked in for Aaron Baines. And both free throws good for Vucevic. Pistons trail by 13. Clark, some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, they need a basket just to regain some momentum here, Kevin.
To the left wing. Now here's McLemore outside. That's in, coming off the assist from Johnson. Johnson's got 3 assists now in this one.
Moment now to see how the Magic are doing in the NBA rankings right now. First in shooting percentage, first in free throw percentage, and they're also ranked number 1 in taking care of the ball. Not many turnovers. They value possessions like no other.
You said it all right there. The hottest shooting team in the league, and that tells you not only are they shooting it well, but they're also focused on creating terrific opportunities for one another.
Here's Houdini. 15 points in the game, and he goes in for the dunk.
And a little bit of showmanship there as he increases the lead.
Oh, I like that. That's got to be, though, a tough pill for the defense to swallow.
Well, he's a guy that you know can hurt you with his passing, and right there, he does some damage with his finishing, too.
And it's Harris off the drive. Great D that time from Johnson.
Oh, you've got to be able to deliver when you get a bunny like that. That's just too easy of a shot to miss. And he placed that pass out in front of him and let him just run into it in rhythm.
Here's Houdini following the basket by Stanley Johnson. And the basket by Harris. Harris has got the lead up to 13 now for the Magic.
And you know, he's going to continue to bury those if that's how they're going to D him up.
Jennings dishes to Ilyasova. The shot's good. Jennings making the play. Jennings has got assist number 9 now. Wow, what an effort here tonight. So for the Pistons, their last game, a win against Los Angeles.
How about the athleticism on display defensively in that win?
Yeah, it was reflected in their shot block total, Greg. I mean, they were very disruptive, which I think is a combination of hustle and muscle.
Pistons trail by 13. There's the pick. Another steal. Always going up for the alley-oop here.
Stupendous. I love that word. Save that one. The word and the jam. I want to see it again.
Just beautiful.
That's one of those alley-oops upside your head right there.
Fans, get ready. Now we get a chance to check out the standings out east already. We are in December. Look at Orlando. Things going their way so far in this season. Right now, they lead the pack up front in the first spot with the best record. And, of course, there's the Pistons. They're much further down in the standings right now.
And I think for the Pistons, they weren't part of the discussion of teams on the rise as we came into the year. And now, quite frankly, we know why. If anything, they've taken a step back.
Yeah, and that's got to be terribly discouraging for them. I mean, I know how badly they wanted to contend for a playoff spot, but it's just not happening.
Here's Harris. Shot from 16. That one off the back iron and out.
He just has not been able to get into that groove yet, guys. But as a whole, it hasn't affected them too much.
Meeks, good.
Consistency all game long. He's going to continue, I think, to have to take it over to get them back in the game.
Here's Houdini. He's got 19. Jennings with the double team. Kicks it to Payne. Cans the shot with nobody near him. Payne's got his third basket of the night.
You know, that's how you do it, guys. I mean, he passed his way out of the double team and into an easy basket.
Outside Jennings. Johnson left side. Outside Jennings. 6 to shoot. Pass to Ilyasova. And Vucevic pulls it down. Vucevic has got 6 rebounds here tonight. The shot's good from Houdini.
As hot as he's been this quarter, the game plan is simple, folks. Get him the ball and get out of the way.
Jennings kicks to Meeks. Morris outside. He dishes it to Jennings. Knocks it loose. And here we go with the Magic fast break. They double him with Vucevic. He's all alone. Here's Houdini. Rips down the breakaway slam.
Well, there you go. One team operating on all cylinders at either end, steals, fast break buckets, and the other team scrambling to find its game.
Great point. I mean, that aggression has allowed them to just create a lot of havoc, and boy, are they taking advantage.
And the bucket counts, and he's on his way to the free throw line. Try to make it a three-point play. Orlando making some changes. Orlando leading by 18. Our fourth quarter action underway, presented by Gatorade. All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups. And so in the game for the Magic, Gordon and Vucevic together in the post. Victor Oladipo is out there with Houdini, and it's Johnson in at the 3 slot. Poked loose. Feeds it to Johnson. And it's blocked by Gordon. It's out of bounds. The Pistons able to retain possession here. Harris is checked in for the Magic. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Meeks can't hit.
Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like him that good a look.
Here's Houdini. Picked by Vucevic. Here's Houdini. Ball's knocked loose. It's stolen by Johnson. Here's McLemore. And it's Orlando with the rebound. Vucevic has got rebound number 8 now on the night. Houdini passes to Vucevic. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Vucevic has got 10 points here in the second half.
No doubt about the consistency when it comes to scoring the basketball for him tonight. A real nice lift for their offense.
And the foul called on Freak. That is his first foul of the game. Aaron Baines, he's checked in for the Pistons. And we've made our way through just over a minute and a half in this fourth quarter. Wilkes, guarded by Oladipo. Shot clock at 5. Ilyasova dishes to Meeks. From deep, Johnson. Shot is no good. Some solid defense from Houdini. Magic leading by 22. Johnson over to help. Here's Harris. Rebounded by the Pistons. Inside. That's good.
Well executed possession. They controlled the shot. Nicely done.
The Magic have gone 2 of 3 from the field to get the fourth quarter started. There's the dish to Vucevic. Just over 2.5 minutes played now here in the final quarter of regulation. Got it. Nice one there from Houdini. Houdini's got 15 points here in the second half.
Some defensive breakdowns are starting to show up now. Their last 4 buckets allowed have come from very close range.
Yeah, high percentage shots are what they are getting in terms of the attempts, and that's just not going to get it done. They've got to figure it out. I mean, even from over here, you could see that one pretty clearly.
No question about it, Greg. I mean, a ton of contact and a good call by the officials.
And the second free throw, good. Orlando leading by 21. Oladipo outside. Hangs. And Vucevic with the layup.
The plan of attack is obvious. Get the ball inside and go strong to the rim.
And, Greg, you know, the defense has been very slow to adapt. I mean, that's 10 straight points now inside.
And let's get this update now from Doris Burke, who's across the way on the sideline.
Well, over that break, I listened in on what head coach for the Magic was getting across in the huddle. The most important points they can get, he said, are points in transition. He told them to push it, create opportunities on the fast break. He focused next on what he feels will be their most reliable offensive approach, which is the use of ball screens and the pick and roll. That's a play we should be seeing a lot of. Guys, they're operating under the principle that it's never too late to fine-tune the game plan. Kevin, over to you.
All right, Doris, thank you very much. A look at the clock, a little under 3.5 minutes gone here in the fourth. Here's Houdini. Harris outside. Gordon kicks to Oladipo. Out to Harris. Beyond the arc. And again, it's the Magic from deep.
No three-pointers for him in that first half, but the second half, different story.
Pistons have gone 3 of 8 here in the fourth quarter. Taken away. Here's Houdini. At the elbow, it's Gordon. Good ball movement here by the Magic. Here's Houdini. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Out to Harris. No one near him. Harris missing again.
And listen, sometimes even the best of us are going to miss the easiest of opportunities.
The 3 from Johnson. Another 3 for Detroit.
And you like to see since the half now, he's finally starting to come around.
Harris, right side. The pass to Houdini. To the paint. Here's Oladipo. Nice pass. Right under the rack perfectly for the layup.
They're forcing the ball inside, and it's working beautifully.
It really is. 5 out of 6 of their last field goals have come from the paint.
Here's Wilkes. A second chance effort, and there's the whistle. Fouled hard on the shot. He'll go to the line. And a closer look here at the hustle stats for Orlando.
And you really can't help but notice all the points they've continued to get off turnovers.
They've repeatedly gotten out on the break tonight as well and scored a lot of baskets in transition.
And the Magic making a change here. Payne's checked in. Brandon Jennings, he's checked in for the Pistons. Here's Houdini, and it is flushed down with a nice jam.
You have got to be kidding me. I mean, that's a point guard playing like a power forward.
And he can do a little bit of everything out there.
Yeah, he torches defenders in all kinds of ways. When he's on the floor, he's a matchup headache.
Jennings with the bucket.
And he's had an excellent performance overall from the field.
Orlando leading by 20. Here's Houdini, and he uses both hands to jam it in.
A one-man show offensively, and that's almost always good news for his team.
And here's Jennings. Top of the key, Ilyasova. Now, here's Meeks, guarded closely. And Vucevic pulls it down.
Well, the effort was there, but he just couldn't quite fight his way through traffic.
There's the feed to Payne. Three-pointer. Oh, yes, he did. 5 up and 5 down for him so far.
Gotta be demoralizing. They desperately needed a stop, and instead, they give up a triple on an open look.
Dishes it to Meeks. He kicks to Jennings. Shot clock at 6. Tipped away.
Well, guys, this was never really a contest. Just a total obliteration, if you will. And you can safely say mission accomplished now for the Magic.
And they could do no wrong today, Steve. That's right. This was a team performing to its Clark fullest capabilities.
Yeah, and a very satisfying win for him, too. A game to remember, and on the other side, definitely one you want to forget as soon as possible.
And so this will mark the 15th win of the year for them.
And against a conference opponent, always good to take that first win of the season series to establish a psychological edge.
Especially because they're going to...
And so it's Orlando taking this one by a big margin. And the outcome of this one was never in doubt.
Yeah, they were clicking in every way. I mean, all cylinders go. No question about that. And once they pulled away, they didn't let up.
And now let's catch up with Doris Burke, who's standing by on the sideline. Doris?
Well, once again, your ability to make plays with your passing was a major factor in this one. How did you get the offense clicking?
The 2K Sports postgame show.
Ernie Johnson here again with Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny Smith. Without further ado, let's present to you our Jordan Player of the Game, Freak. We watched a marvelous third quarter from him, and he basically put the game on ice at that point. And from that point on, they were in control.
He was an artist with the basketball tonight, guys. Just a ridiculous amount of assists for him in this game. The way he moved the ball around the court, making sure everyone had their hand in the offense, was superb. That's how you play the point in this league, ladies and gentlemen.
His accuracy from the field was pretty eye-catching. I mean, if he was shooting the ball, it was going in. You rarely see a performance like this with this crazy high shooting percentage. Wow.
And that'll do it for this edition of the NBA on 2K Sports.